Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ and Dr. Charlene Johnson. I want to thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. If you like the pollers, go ahead, L. Tell us what you think. Your feedback is very important. Thank you again. Thank you again. Thank you for family and friends and those just coming on for the first time listening. We really appreciate you. Really, really appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. Okay, let's get on right into it. Well, we want to thank you first of all. On today's episode, okay, we want to talk about something that's very important. You know, because we live in these times now where the law is just really is free now to some because we see what's happening. People you commit crimes now if you have money, but it's something ain't new, right? If you have money, you can get off mostly anything now. And I know, right? Even if it said that the court says innocent until proven guilty. You see what's happening, right? Y'all see what's happening, right? We see a nation has this an altered the court system when we look at it. Some have. I ain't saying all of them, but some have. When we look at judges, especially the judges, and we see what's happening, and the political game. And we see right now how evil has taken place, in the White House to a point where um, there's no obeying the law. Okay, so as Christians we supposed to obey the law, okay, and that's the thing, man has said that they have to do nothing, they can be disobedient and not obey the law. As long as I got power I can do what I want to do. So but yet we have a constitution. They marking the constitution. Seem like money, when it comes to money you could get away with a lot of stuff. You see it happening, from the all around. Look at the media. Look at what's going on, people. I just wanted to share that with you because it's happening all over. It comes to um, the court system for celebrities. I mean, if you got money, business people, you can get off, and then you can get pardoned too. Uh, it's like you scratch my back, I scratch on. You see, it's happening. you know, and we see what's going on. The law is for the lawless, as the Bible says. I'm not here to force my religion on anyone, but I tell you one thing: we are we are in some bad times right now, and we see what's happening. That things are taking place. We in some bad times, y'all, and it's happening. It's happening too much. Really, I mean, really, it's happening real big. I mean, I'm just, I'm speechless. It's really bad. I just wanted to share everybody, and everybody know. You see on the news, you see. Yeah, we thought, some thought down the line, let me get you a drum roll on that one. I'm trying to see. Some down the line, that the court system was going to be fair for everybody, but we see it's not. Um, we see that the things are happening. People are more bolder now to commit crimes, though, than anything. But some people have conscience too. They don't want to commit crimes. So, but we're seeing a more bolder approach to it, especially when it comes to money, and power. So, what does that mean? Okay, what does it mean? Here it is. You have a court system from the Supreme Court, the district courts, federal courts. All those. You have all those courts, right? You see what's happening, right? The Court of Appeals, we see that a Supreme Court judge is supposed to uphold the law, not be involved in politics, as we see what's happening now. As the six justices we see right now on sitting on the bench, man, they're here. They're afraid. They are of a man assuming that he don't have no power in the Constitution. He doesn't. In the Constitution, no one is above the law. And you see what's happening. You see all these things are happening where they're all fearing people that voters that vote uh, these politicians in, but yet because of one man, they say, "Well, I fear him, so he might primary me, or he might, so they scared to speak up. They are. Hear a lot of talk show hosts and different ones and different shows now are are talking because we have freedom of speech. This is a Constitution and our First Amendment. And you see what's happening is that we're turning into like a authoritative country now. You know, we see the corruption from the White House. We see it, and people see it, children see it. So this world is altering, y'all. But if you believe in God and you believe God is going to be there for you, trust Him. That's the way to go because man has said no to God. Yes, they have. They said no to God, and they doing what they want to do. Okay, so I mean, the churches, they don't talk about it. Some do, some don't. But it's still we live in the natural, and also in the spiritual affects us, the people here. Yes, it does. When it comes to your rights, especially the natural, and it comes to your rights, it does because the court system is supposed to provide justice for all. When it comes to challenges or disparities, that's in this application. But what happened? Okay, the idea of equal justice under the law is enshrined. They say in the Constitution. As I was reading, we read this stuff. But what happened to the legal principles? We see that the approach of the systematic issues and social economic factors. Someone put this. I can say it again. Okay. We see it's been, has it been fair and it's been partial? Which one? Can y'all say that? Yeah, we see it. Yeah, we see what's happening right now. Because right now, the Constitution guarantees your history. That's why it's important to get our children while they're young and those that are in high schools and teach them about the Constitution, about the 14th Amendment for equal protection under the law. No one can be deported to another country. You are a U.S. citizen. It's against the law, and it must hold the Supreme Courts that are agreeing with that you can deport people that are of legal status under the Constitution. Uh, yeah, it's wrong, and I think that they have been adjudicated, or I don't know what words I'm using, but they have been in there so long for their lifers to a point where they can twist it. Certain political party ones. We see the political has from Republican to Democrat to Independent. We see now what's the real deal about it. We see that we have six of them that's are Republicans that are really, from the chief, really ain't wearing the Constitution out like it should, and they fearing. But see, on the law, uh, on the Department of Justice and the law of the land, they're supposed to be protected from any threat, from foreign or domestic. But what's happening? We see that they're being scared. They need protection now. Minnesota, for example, people are losing it out here. Yeah, but they fearing for what? For what? Don't fear God. Trust God. He the one that can protect you. Okay, that's what y'all should be fearing. One nation under God. He's the one that created this earth. Okay, you think He want everybody to be suffering like when it comes to your as a natural? When it comes to the natural, is when it comes to your health care, your medical care, disability, people with children with. Gonna go hungry. Think about it. But do you think the rich? The Bible talks about the rich too. The rich, God does not like the rich. He does not like that because He know what they're gonna do. The billionaires, they don't care nothing about nobody. They're gonna do what they do, long as they're living and prospering. But it don't work like that because everybody got to answer to God. They do. So they might be living high and all that, but they're gonna have a visit from God one day, and they must leave this earth, and you gotta answer to God. Okay. So that's the thing is about the Bible. Read it. All this may look like they're winning, but they're not, because the Bible speaks against this. God does. Okay, about how you do people. You think Jesus Christ died on this earth for us to live? God sent His Son to come and die for for us, for our sins, nailed to the cross, for man to have an uprise against God. No, we wouldn't have been here for God sending His Son to die, because we couldn't get close to God. He had to take Jesus, His Son, to be the mediator between man and God. Yeah, for real. So don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody tell you that there's no God. There is a God. And things happen. There's a purpose and a plan for things to happen as the centuries and generations go. Any day now it could stop. It could end. God might decide to come back. We don't know. He might decide to come back because He see what's going on, y'all. But see, the people are being disobedient. They are not being caring and loving toward people. It's about money and power, greed. It's about vengeance, seeking vengeance of others, the other political party. It's about bowing down and worshiping a Lord, to be loyal to a man, which God said, I'm a jealous God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. He said, I'm a jealous God. And the Ten Commandments, did you read that? God is against that. So, in due season, though, a time gonna change. Yeah. And the thing is, what happened is that this example from when you leave COVID and you come back, and then 4 years later, you go back right into something different where man this time has caused the uproar for everything of changing things to hurt people when it comes to people rights, when it comes to people living, now obeying the Constitution, using their authority to tell judges what to do. To to me, I think is putting fear into the Supreme Court judges. But you got some judges from the federal and district courts, who's standing up because they are being they're holding the Constitution. There's people that have been resigned from positions from the Department of Justice all over because they see the crookedness that's going on, the corruption, and from taking bribes, or I say assuming bribes, or let's say making deals where with a foreign country to give you a plane, and you can't do that in the Constitution. We're not that gifts from foreigners because they're gonna want to exchange something. I'm helping somebody understand it. Now people can say, well, you look at this, you think about it. They are helping us. Really, these are the ones that ain't reading the bill, ain't read nothing about the Constitution and history. When we look at this, what is it doing? Your deficit, the stuff that keeps the earth moving when it comes to uh, economic and value and things. What happens? Well, when that goes over the debt ceiling, the value shrinks. Things begin to fold. Businesses, places, hospitals close, rural areas close. People go hungry. Recession, all that stuff kick in. There's not enough people, staff workers laying off. People, businesses fold. Automobile industries, everything. Grocery stores close. And this is where we're heading. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but I don't care. A Republican or a Democrat, if they vote you in to help them in a way where they on Medicaid, Social Security, people are retired, they paid into the system, and now it's getting like cut or taken away from them. You think that's fair? Do you think that's fair? You think that leaving children with disabilities out? Do you think that when it comes to programs that help kids that's uh, don't have social needs, skills when it comes to family. These kids gonna be in foster cares. It's gonna go. It's gonna be bigger places. They're gonna have enough room. States can't fund programs without money. That's why the federal government comes in, allocated. That's why the debt ceiling right now is gonna be another $44 trillion, probably less than 5 years. 160 days, was it 100 days, 106 days, and already we're in crisis because of disobedience for those that's bowed down to a man who put himself in the in the Time magazine, in those places, magazines, whatever, that says he's a king, Donald. I just want to share that how important it is. So I'm gonna send some information. Please read my notes and tell me what you think. I want to hear you. Okay. I'm gonna send notes. I'm gonna let y'all look at it. I really mean this. Just pray, people, because it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Yes, it is. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Yes, it is. Yeah, we ain't doing no last days, but don't be scared. Let God be your God. Go to church. Stay in church. The world is in chaos. People are panicking right now because of this evil. So thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. Have a good day, fantastic day.